This is the most vicious father I have ever seen. He teamed up with his sister-in-law to drown his own daughter alive, just because the daughter caught up with their adultery. Emily was heartbroken and chopped the two into minced meat and sold them to customers who destroyed the corpses. And he couldn't accept the pain of losing his son, so he kept his daughter in the water tank and pretended that he was still alive. Every time he reprimanded his daughter, he was actually self-mutilating. Emily sat in the interrogation room with a calm face. She has long seen such a man. Back then, her father betrayed her mother and her brother humiliated her. Even the daughter didn't know who her biological father was. Later, her husband owed debts and cheated. Emily, in order not to let her daughter keep swallowing her anger like her, she unexpectedly killed her daughter. 25 hours later, the police released Emily due to lack of evidence. With a cold heart, she tricked her rival into a rice noodle shop and drugged her in the water. Just as she picked up the knife, Sean arrived, and the two began to fight. Sean just grabbed the knife, and her rival woke up. The scene in front of him made him think the two were a team. No matter how much Xiao En quibbled about his rival in love, he still wouldn't listen, and rushed into the police station. Emily chased all the way, passing by the river, and in a trance, he saw himself and his beloved daughter calling him when he was a child. Years of painful experiences emerged before him. He couldn't stand it anymore and chose to jump down. Not long after, the clues provided by the rival in love, the remains of many corpses, were dug up in Emily's backyard. Sean became the prime suspect, and was arrested. No matter what he said, he couldn't explain clearly. Sure enough, the retribution of the scumbag came very quickly, and at the end of the story, Emily survived the catastrophe, and crawled back to the shore, and returned to her mother who was chopping meat. The two halos were made into minced meat. The reason why Emily is so crazy is mostly related to her past experience. The growth of a child depends mostly on the education of the parents. I hope that every parent can set up a good life for the child. Example.